DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now because we have you.
Fuck. And my soundboard's still fucking broken. I forgot to fix it.
Oh, that's okay. Doo-doo.
No worries.
Doo-doo.
Alrighty, everybody, and welcome to the
Doo-doo.
good evening, and welcome to the good evening, and welcome to the DD214 Network podcast, hosted by John Clean Sanchez, Jay, the number one cocksmith, and myself, Joe Texcolini. Y'all better look the fuck out today. Our crayons are sharp. The box is full. Our bottle of glue is topped off, and our helmets are on tight, baby. We about to rhythm with the tism. And for some weird reason, John finally gave me unlimited power.
You have the power.
Yeah, and this power is good. Like the power, it's like when all the fucking the Planeteers get their rings together and they combine them. You know, it's like the Megazord coming together. You know, it's when the Smurfs get ready to Smurf. It's you know, it's just. It's power time, baby. It's just crazy power time. No, but it's much needed. We did get the upgrade. Thank you, baby. And I gotta say, some of the different features that we have now, which I still haven't even fully gotten into yet, you know, but we have more space for our VODs. We can, for the Clean Sanchez Annual, it goes up to like 9 hours for a whole stream now.
Oh, cool.
You know, so there's a lot of benefits to this. So, and we're all locked in. We got some seats covered now. And, you know, now Scolini's able to help a lot more. Jay, I know you've been learning.
Oh yeah. We joke about my lack of like tech IQ, but the reality is, if I'm being honest, like most shit these days is pretty fucking user friendly and not hard to learn.
Yeah.
So it's not like I remember when I was a kid. I say kid, we're talking like, you know, tween teenage years probably. I learned a lot about like you know, like DOS and like stuff like that, where like I used to know, I was in some like the earlier stages of like, I know how to write script basically. You know what I mean? Like it just, how does it work with this program is basically the only question. You know what I mean? And so like I've done all that stuff. It's just been a long time since I gave a fuck. If I'm being honest, you know what I mean? That's ultimately what it comes down to.
And the thing is, like with this now, I usually, you know, when we're live, I usually pull up us on YouTube and I have it in the side to monitor things, make sure quality's still good. Now I'm having to watch it on 3 different fucking screens.
Right.
I've also added my Twitch channel and the Tech Guy Media YouTube. So we were going live on,
we're locked in, baby.
On Facebook for DD214, the YouTube for DD214, Clean Sanchez Media's YouTube.
Good.
The Clean Sanchez Media freaking Twitch.
Good.
And more coming soon.
Well, good.
And now, you know, we've added 2 other streaming services to it. Once we can figure out how to throw in vertical comment and do like live on Instagram and have the vertical at the same time.
I had this conversation with, who the fuck was it? It might have been Gio or, oh no, it was with JM. It was with JM. And he asked me the question too. He goes, can you do vertical too? And I'm like, I can't unless I pipe it into another software like Meld or OBS or something like that, which isn't too easy. But at the same time, that's also a lot of power going out too. So It would be nice if EV Mux does a little feature where you could dual it at the same time. And because with YouTube, if you duals stream it on the same channel, it'll come up like portrait or vertical.
Mhm.
I've often wondered, and I've made comment as much on this show. It seems like the easier they make things, the more complicated it gets sometimes. And it's like
Yeah.
when we were like platform hopping and looking around for different platforms, I'd be asking you questions like, does it have this, this, and this? You're like, it does not have this, but it has this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, what about this? And you're like, maybe. And I'm like, how come you can't just get a platform that has the features, what I would consider basic features? We're not talking about anything special. Like when I talk about asking John about stuff, I'm asking for stuff like sound bites or the ability to put a banner up, like
Yeah.
when we show our little banners on here. Very, very basic, minimal. This should be on every platform, and you'd be surprised how many platforms don't support.
Don't have it.
They don't have it, and
And
it's
this
like,
has everything.
how do people even do their fucking podcast? Like, is it all editing?
Thank
Is it
you.
all editing? Like, I don't want to fucking edit. I don't want to come back.
You got to remember, we're one of the very few podcasts that are live. These bullets, thank you so much for the 100 cheers, my friend. You are the man, my brother.
Yeah,
Well, and that's the thing, Jay, is
it's good to see you too, buddy.
what John was getting ready to allude to is we're one of the kind of forerunners into the whole live podcasting thing, because a lot of podcasters pre-record and then they edit. So, they have to have editing software, or they have to be big named enough to where they can pay someone to do it.
And we're self-media trained, so
and
lazy.
Yeah, we're 100% self-trained. I mean, yeah, me and John, we both have editing software because we both pay for freaking Apple Creator Studio.
And we love it. We love it.
It's been a lifesaver so far. I've got like 4 fucking video projects on an external hard drive right now I'm working on, because I had a lot of shit that I've been trying to work on over the last year, and then life carried away and something got thrown to the side and forgotten about. But that's the thing. Like, most podcasters are not hitting a live button. They're having their guests. They're just sitting in the background. They record and then they upload it to a fucking cloud storage site or to their local server. And then they have someone else that grabs it down. They say, here's everything that needs to be taken out. Here's everything that needs to stay, and it gets edited.
Yeah. Yep. We just don't have the time nor the inclination to do that. That's not.
Yeah. Like Jay has said before, we're close to pirate radio. You know what I mean? That's the world that we're kind of in.
Well, and that's also kind of why with Flag for Removal, I've only got 2 episodes out right now.
But that's
because you're ready for another one, because you know what's coming soon.
That's what you have time. You've had time to do. That's what you've had time to do, Joe. That's
I've got 2 episodes that are released. I've got 6 that I'm fucking already recorded.
Right, there you go.
The time to edit, it's there's just a lot fucking going on, and it's like when I get the time, I'll get it edited. I'll get them up. Because again, with that, since it's more of a deep dive into everyone that I interview's personal lives, I want to give that option of, is there something that needs to be removed? Can we keep this? Can we? So
I think both.
That's why I think Riverside is best for that too.
Well, I think both sides have their arguments for both for and against.
Oh yeah.
We like kind of going off the cuff and kind of surprising ourselves. Like, some episodes are better than others, but we're here when you're watching us, we are here. We're not going back and like editing footage. Right. Very, very rarely. We have edited a couple times, but very rarely, extremely rarely. I mean, I'm talking
signs here and there,
Well, in about 6 years worth of podcasting, we've edited probably less than a dozen, probably less than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually
that's correct.
It's usually either my mouth or I make a bad joke that I didn't realize was a bad joke, because that's just not how my brain works. So
yeah,
like it does not happen very often, and we've only had one episode we've actually fully removed, and that was by our choice, but we decided as a unit to do it, just
I
to save
I
trouble,
will I
just to
will
save
never
trouble.
I will never forget it.
It was. I mean, it makes for a good story. You know, it makes for good. It's not like people are digging through our archives.
Yeah, well,
You know,
people,
watching watching
we're
our old
not.
episodes in
We've
the
talked
past.
about it before too.
We have.
The fucking guy, came into our show, signed the form, got mad when a joke was made when he was the one that initiated the joke, and that's that. Have you
Well,
guys got hit with the adult content 18 and over on your YouTubes yet from the AI server? So DD214 does not get that. BRVG does
I wonder why that is.
because of cannabis.
Stupid. So it's not us saying fuck or piss or shit or
Yeah.
cunt.
We
It's
we
fucking.
we we hit
It's weed.
our algorithm hits better than BRVG at times because
Really.
yeah.
That's fascinating to me. That is
Yeah,
absolutely
well,
fascinating
well,
to
you
me.
got to remember the gate is still up for cannabis content. You know what I mean? You try to look for cannabis content, you look at some of their numbers. These cannabis content creators are struggling to hit these algorithms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's simply because it's just the federal laws that go with it. People
Yeah.
YouTube is easily accessible to many people, especially children. And the next thing you know, they click on one thing, and next thing you know, the algorithm is showing them how to grow marijuana like tomatoes.
Well, that's also why we make sure in our intro there's always parental advisory. Like this is not a show for kids. This is for mature
Yeah.
audiences.
I also think at this point, people should know that veterans.
Generally speaking, we can be fairly ill behaved.
There's
You know
some
what I
nice
mean?
guys out there.
We can be ill behaved sometimes,
There's
and
some saints.
well, we have fun. There's nothing wrong with it. We have fun, but we all have mouths, and we talk about dirty ass shit sometimes. So like that's
Yeah.
just kind of where
Yeah.
that's where the conversation goes from time to time, and that's what we do. We don't shy away from it. So anywho, how was everybody's week?
Oh, it was good, man. Really
Did you get dug out of all that fucking snow?
dug out, man. The snow's all gone.
In a week.
Yeah,
Wait,
the
what
snow's all
snow?
gone. The snow that we just got, it's gone. It's gone.
I believe
it's
you.
gonna be
Damn.
60 degrees within what, like
Well,
10 days or something like that?
that was, I mean,
Yeah.
yesterday downtown, they had a little farmer's market thing, and me, the wife, the kid, her boyfriend, and his mom and younger sister, we all went down there and for a couple hours, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt.
Right. It was
'Cause
like
it was like 70 degrees, and just 3 weeks ago we had fucking 12 inches of fucking snow on the ground. So it's like global warming's real. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
It got up to 70 here. It got up to 70 here. It was either yesterday being Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember which, but it hit 70 degrees here. And Tucson over the weekend, where I grew up, 94 fucking degrees, John, in February.
94 in Tucson, Arizona.
90 fucking 4 in
That's
February.
crazy.
Fuck that.
I'll take it.
shit.
Well, I mean,
Goddamn,
the other
Jay,
side-
no
can
diggy,
have it.
but seeing that cigarette is making my mouth water.
You can have it, just like I'm having this cigarette because I can. All right, you
Yes,
can have
you
all
can.
that desert heat.
So,
You can have all of it.
a couple other things happened this week, which I'm going to get to. We do have a vet bro to kind of have a conversation about.
Okay.
But crazy things happened this week. That I don't know if you heard. They finally finished the Paramount and Warner Brothers acquisition. It's done.
It's happening.
It's Netflix stepped out. Paramount has now officially acquired Warner Brothers, and David Ellison has said that we have completed the consolidation of our 3 services under one unified stack, and you can see us making a similar approach to this platform going forward. And that pretty much means that HBO Max is no longer going to be its own standalone app. Everything is going into Paramount Plus.
I can't keep up.
Well, so upside is that's one less streaming service everybody has to fucking pay for.
Thank you. I was just about to say that. Thank you.
Now,
how much
downside is
how much more
the price is probably going to increase, but it shouldn't increase that much because if we look at it, HBO Max was what? $12 a month, some shit like that.
Something like that. And for me, it was just the DC stuff. You
Well,
know?
and for me, it was free because my fucking cable provider gives me HBO Max and Paramount Plus included with my fucking internet bill. So no matter what, it's not going to increase my cost any.
Yeah.
It's just one less fucking login.
Yeah. Well, this is probably going to be we're inching closer to where somebody like me, a very disinterested third party, might actually pay to play. You know what I mean? Like if there's enough content under one roof, and let's say $20 a month, you know, like
Yeah.
they raise the price a little bit, but not crazy.
Yeah.
$20 a month, and I get all Warner Brothers, all Paramount, all HBO. That might be all I need.
Yeah.
I don't watch enough. I don't consume enough media. But where that's like, if I'm bored and I want to go see if there's something on, or let's check out that fucking new movie that just dropped. You know what I mean? Like I can do that, and it might actually be worth it instead of having to like ask my friends to log
Yeah.
in on their shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Well, D, you think it's slowed now? It's probably going to be even slower now.
But see, here's the thing. I don't have any lag issues, any slowness
I never
issues
have
with
either.
Paramount Plus myself.
I never have
Like,
either, but I
My
want to make
shit
it very clear.
sucks.
I do pay for the highest tier of internet service at my house. I do that. So
Yeah.
I've never really had lagging issues, but that's do be advised. Like I pay for my shit, like as far as like
So
my actual internet service.
so I mean, honestly, D, I don't know what you're talking about because I don't have those problems with Paramount Plus. And really,
I
the
got
only
those.
reason
I got those problems too.
I have fucking Paramount Plus or had it to begin with was for fucking Star Trek shit.
There's good stuff. I mean, you
Like,
can find
but
stuff
I
on
mean,
probably
let's
any of
see.
the platforms, but I'm not going to pay for 5 or 6 or 7 different platforms.
Well,
That's probably a different
and
thing.
then once you guys finally got me into fucking Yellowstone, that obviously all over there. There's that show Fire Country,
Marshalls, which
Marshalls.
came out yesterday.
There's definitely a couple shows on there that I've started watching because I just had the service and was in between shows or some shit. So,
Yeah. I mean, there's some good stuff. I mean, there are. I mean, my wife and I, Paradise came out just this past week. Lo and behold, ha ha ha. Yeah, it's a TV show that actually came out. But yeah, no, Paradise came out this week. That was fucking good.
Yeah. But you enjoy your TV. Like that's a thing.
I love.
That's almost like
Yeah.
a hobby for you in a way. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
chilling with the old lady, chilling with the kids or the family, and watching shit together. Like that's cool though. Like that's a
to me,
I
it's
could
like
see
an
the
old
shit.
traditional thing, right?
Well, I could see it being worth it for somebody in your position because like obviously like um, you spend enough time with entertainment, what be it TV or movies, you know that it makes it worth it, and it's something you do as a family together.
Yeah,
So like
and
that makes it worth
you
it to
know,
me in my
there's
mind.
something, I've always loved film and television, right? I always love the fact that people make these stories for us to enjoy, and some of them being adaptations, right? And an adaptation, I love it, and I love to hate it, you know. And there's just something about the last 5 years in television where they have this post-apocalyptic theme going on,
Oh yeah,
and
that's been going on for a while, but I hear
oh
what
yeah, but they're
I
getting
hear
better with it now. They're getting the formula right, and this show Paradise is really doing it, man. And it's a show that my wife and I guess like silently tried to avoid because the Paradise name, and we were just like, oh, this doesn't look good. And then we watched a clip of the show of a wave wiping out the earth after a
Oh,
volcano erupted, and it was like, okay, this looks pretty fucking cool. Let's give this a shot.
I like that. I can dig it.
Yeah, so it's like a current apocalypse show,
Yeah.
and then like one of the new characters now survived at Graceland, which is another funny thing. So
Okay.
like there's a bunch of Elvis stuff going on, but like but again, there's
No,
Silo, which is on Apple, For All Mankind, which is coming back in a few days too.
knowing my
Yo, what's
luck,
going on, Crazy Ace?
if I had to survive like the apocalypse, like with my luck in life, like it would be some weird shit like that. Like I'd end up surviving in some weird place that like I wasn't supposed to be that day. You know what I mean? And I just happened to be
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Just happened to be there. You know, like that would be my luck in a post apocalyptic situation. And
yeah.
I'd be like, hundreds of miles from like anything I know. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, with
Yeah,
a little, yeah.
but yeah, they got that, and then obviously my wife and I are always watching our trash reality television, which we always enjoy, and then so on and so forth. And then
You do love your trash TV.
I do my conspiracy theory reading, and I sleep. I got a bunch of new Magic the Gathering cards and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I'm
You're staying busy. You're staying
yeah,
busy.
I'm
That's healthy. That's
trying to
healthy.
keep my brain
I,
you
I
know
was I was just talking to a fellow vet at the watering hole the other night. This is over the weekend, and we were discussing hobbies. And like, and he's like, have you
good.
started? He's like, have you started whittling yet? I was like, not yet. I was like, I'm still looking for a hobby, but I'm actively seeking a hobby. You know what I mean? He's like, good. He's like, that's good. That's what you need to be doing. It's like fair is fair. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm
People
still
whittle.
in the grand scheme of things, as far as like being transitioning out of service and back into the civilian world, I'm still very like wet behind the ears. Like it's still relatively
Yeah.
quick. Like I still haven't hit 5 years out yet. Like I'm still within 5 years of being still actively serving. So it does
Yeah.
like it takes a minute. It takes a minute to get used to this shit again. You know what I
So
mean?
look at this. He says first sergeant reporting as I get ready to go do shit for a super troop to chapter.
I already know, dude. Dude, my heart goes out. My heart goes out to you, brother. Like I know that is the most like teeth grinding, hair pulling, freaking like make you want to freaking like punch a wall like a white kid named Ryan. Okay, like freaking like shit in the army is dealing with problem soldiers. That is like the best parts of the army are dealing with the soldiers. The worst parts of the army we're dealing with the soldiers.
Yeah.
And oh, when you have a problem child, it's no fun for anyone.
Then they end up getting the nickname, right? He says, hope all of y'all are good. Wishing I had my DD214 right. Yay. The light
Soon
is at
enough.
the end of the tunnel. You're gonna get it.
It's
forget-
right around the corner, bro.
Don't just keep remembering your top three. Just you're remembering like keep your top three in your head. Just like it's your top three, and you don't you're gonna get out. You're probably never gonna have to do anything again in your whole life if you don't want to. If you actively don't want to, you could do whatever the fuck you want. So just keep that in. You're almost there. Finish line is in sight. All right.
Yes, it is. So, what you guys do? Anything fun this week? Anything exciting?
I
Anything
worked. I picked up a couple of rando shifts again for the stadium last week, but there wasn't much to that. And then I went out. I wanted to watch Arizona play against Kansas because where the college is, the Kansas Jayhawks. They're like right down the street from Kansas City. It's like Lawrence, Kansas is like less than an hour from fucking Kansas City. They're like right outside. They're like right outside the metro.
Yeah.
And I'm an Arizona Wildcats fan because I grew up in Tucson, and fuck Kansas. So I wanted to go. So I watched. I went out. I called a buddy of mine. He came and scooped me up, and we went to a watering hole to watch the basketball game when they played on Saturday. That's about it. I may or may not. I'm still juggling. I'm still juggling these bets for you. Whether or not I want to go watch the game tonight. Arizona's going to be. You're right there. You're right there.
Yeah. Keep going.
Arizona is currently ranked number 2, and they're going to be playing number 4 Iowa State at Tucson at Arizona tonight. So that'll be a good game. That game is going to start in about an hour and a half. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to go out and watch it or just watch it here at the house and be lazy. But I don't know. We'll see. But that not a lot to report. I know we haven't had Jay's Adventures or goddamn the Roadhouse in forever. Like I haven't been doing a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've just been kind of laying low. You know what I mean?
So I got to ask you, are you going to be watching the World Baseball Classic?
Possibly. I haven't seen a lot that's I never really got invested in that as far as like paying enough attention.
Yeah.
I did like I would go to it if they had like games here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know that probably won't happen because
No.
most of the games happen over there. Because I think the first game is in Tokyo tomorrow. I think
it might. Yeah, but I keep up on some of the stats and then like the how the games go. But I don't really get too much of a chance to really like watch it if you want to call it that. So I do. I love the idea. I love the premise of it. I really, really do. I think it's a great premise. I do wish it was kind of maybe done a little bit differently. I
Yeah,
don't want to say better, just maybe different.
I'd love to go to a WBC game.
I would too. I think it'd be great. But I also understand the need to have the sport somewhere outside of the goddamn continental United States too.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, 'cause
listen, and the baseball, like what is it, like Japanese baseball? That shit is crazy good.
they love and
They are good.
And South Korea too. South Korea fucking
South Korea,
loves their
South America as well.
Yep.
Mexico has really good baseball down there too, from what I've heard.
Mexico, Venezuela, Honduras, freaking like you're gonna get freaking a lot of people very very passionate about the sport of baseball. So yes, and so in that regard, it's not the end of the world that we can't just pick up and go watch a WBC game, you know, down the street. Okay, I'm not going to cry about it though, because the rest of the world deserves baseball too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be
Yeah.
I might now that we're talking about it, you kind of I might pay a little bit more attention now that I know it's starting. So
I'll send you the link of where you can watch it.
appreciate you.
Wherever you gotta sign into and stuff. We got. What about you, Squilini?
I mean, I mentioned the farmer's market thing Sunday, Saturday.
Dude, you just poured that drink in an angle like you had a bad day.
I'm not talking about that. That's an offline conversation.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean that wasn't a trigger to bring it up. I was just like you really angled that thing.
No, so I mean Sunday we did that. Saturday was the in-laws, the mother and father-in-law's anniversary, I think 45 years or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
So we went to this really nice Italian place that the sister-in-law and brother-in-law have been telling us about. And obviously, being Italian, I am hypercritical of Italian restaurants in the United States.
Yeah.
Growing up on authentic Italian cuisine my entire life,
they're exaggerated.
My entire childhood.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like my daughter loves fucking Olive Garden. I think Olive Garden is the worst fucking food on the planet.
I'm with you. I get you. I've had, if you want to call it like authentic Italian food, and there's a vast difference between like the chain restaurants and an actual sit down Italian motherfucking restaurant.
So this was like an actual like dress code. You have to reserve seats. You can't just walk in type of place. Food was fucking phenomenal. Dessert was great. The bill at the end was what sucked.
It's usually how it goes.
You pay for the day, right?
You get what you pay for.
So the wife, she got chicken cutlet parmesan. I tried some of it. Again, I tried some of hers, I tried some of my daughter's, and I tried my own fucking meal because I was like, I gotta try a little bit of everything to judge if we're gonna come back here or not, type of thing.
What do you usually get when you go for Italian?
It really depends on the mood. So this time I got I'll have to pull up the fucking menu to exactly tell you what it was.
What about you, John? What do you usually get if you go to if you get Italian? Like, do you have any
a spaghetti? I'm basic, a spaghetti.
I usually go for veal. I love fucking veal.
It was the veal dish that I got. It's called Cotoletta di Vitale Sorrentino. So it's veal cutlet topped with eggplant.
Although I used to like Alfredo. I used to like Alfredo when I was young.
That's probably exactly what I would have gotten.
And then, it's got marinara that's finished in a white wine demi-glaze, so it turns it into almost a brown gravy.
Yeah.
Fucking delicious. The eggplant, perfectly cooked. The veal cooked perfect, nice and tender. It came with a little side bowl of spaghetti with marinara sauce on it. My daughter ate that. I didn't eat it. Because I was also trying to save some room for fucking dessert too. Like, I had to try their fucking limoncello cake. Like, I couldn't pass it up.
Nothing wrong with that. How was it?
The cake was good. The wife got their chicken cutlet parmesan.
Cake
that was
is
perfect. The kid, she got lasagna, also really good. I ended up eating both of their leftovers yesterday.
Good shit. That's the best part.
And then paying for the fucking experience. So it was like $205 after tip for
Sure.
3 people.
I could see that. I could see
So,
that.
you know,
There's
I
a-
had a meal.
There's a place down 40 Highway around the corner from where I live, and it's not quite that pricey, but depending on if you had like a party of 3 or a party of 4, you're going to be encroaching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to be encroaching.
Yeah.
Like-
So, you know, we could have gone out we could have walked away around the probably 160 to 170 mark, but me liking to partake in a nice beverage while we're
Sure.
eating dinner, especially at a nice place.
Yep.
I got an Italian sour with dinner. So I'm not sure if anybody knows what those are.
Enlighten them. Enlighten them.
It is the best way to put it is it's a it's a spin on a whiskey sour. So whiskey sours use egg white when it's shaken to give it this like white creamy consistency.
Oh yeah.
Theirs they use limoncello instead of whiskey. And then with my dessert, I got an espresso martini.
Okay. Dig it.
The Italian sour was $17. The espresso martini was $15. So I mean, right there, that was $30, $32 just for 2 drinks.
I went out with a buddy. A buddy visits almost every year for Christmas. One of my buddies from high school in Tucson, and we got together for breakfast. And he very graciously treated me. But I got a hot chocolate, but it had mezcal in it. It had like mezcal and like two different other like liqueurs.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But it was like John. It was like fucking $16 or $17 for this little, and like it wasn't that much of drink. It was like this was a sipping drink, and it was hot chocolate basically.
One of the brunch places me and the wife frequent, I get White Russians when we go there for brunch all the time.
Yeah,
and you know, a White Russian is served in a fucking rocks glass. It's not a big glass.
No,
and they're $13 a fucking pop. But and I can throw back like 7 or 8 of them motherfuckers.
I have to be careful if a lot of times I'll get the ingredients and like I can make them at you can make them at the house. Vodka, Kahlua, and milk. You know what I mean? It's not hard. And like freaking like
to spice it up.
But you can
drink the milk with Bailey's Irish cream.
Well, I'm just saying you can drink 100 of those things, and it's like nothing. It's like nothing.
Now,
it tastes like fucking chocolate.
Swap the regular milk with the fucking Irish cream. I'm telling you, it's a life-changing experience.
But does the Bailey's come from a shoe?
I'm old Jay.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about an alpha vet, bro, or you want to talk about Jim Carrey first? Which one?
If you're going to talk about that fucking fitness guy, I wouldn't call him an alpha vet, bro.
Alpha fit vet, bro.
Is he? But is he a beta boy? But is he actually a beta
He's
boy?
more just a fitness bro, but
yeah. So what do you want first?
Be a vet.
Gym or fitness guy?
Let's do the vet guy thing first. I'm
all right.
Curious.
So
you keep up more than I do.
I actually found this guy like months ago, 2 months ago. He just popped up in the algorithm, right? For you too, right, Squilini?
He just popped up out of fucking nowhere and took off.
Yeah, big motherfucker. And I'm gonna show some stuff without sound, right? But this dude, and let me tell you something,
Okay, first of all,
his content was always super positive.
Okay.
Right. Never really said anything negative, was always giving people tips about, how to be healthier, and then little jokes in between. Now, within all this on his profile, it used to say that he was an IED survivor, that he took an IED blast to the face, and that's why his face looks like that. And he said this because people were criticizing the way that he looks.
Okay.
So then this happened.
I wanted to talk to you directly about the claim that I made taking an IED blast to the face. Before anything else, I want to be clear. I did serve between 2005 and 2010. That part of my life is something that I've always been proud of. I've always had deep respect for the men and women who served alongside me, especially those who suffered more than I ever have. I've always got comments about my face and appearance. Some of them were harsh, and to be honest, I didn't handle it well. I was new to being in the public eye, and I didn't know how to handle the criticism. Instead of facing that right away, I made a bad decision and put IED survivor in my bio. That was not true, and it was wrong. Truly, I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. I have always tried to promote positivity and support for others, especially veterans. But I understand that my actions here contradict that. I take full responsibility for it. I know words alone will not fix this. Trust is earned, it's not owed. All I can do is be honest with you guys going forward and let my actions speak for myself over time. Hey guys,
Yeah,
it's Malibu. I wanted to
I can't talk too much shit about that.
Yeah, he took heavy accountability. I will give him that. He did something that Tim Kennedy hasn't even done still.
It's right.
It's-
What's his face with the dick broom? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What did I say?
him
You were
too.
in
Yeah,
the
Scotty
comment
K.
section earlier.
Now, no, but I do agree. Now, the thing that gives him this, and I've been seeing a lot of other veteran podcasters say this. Yeah, we're all pissed off at him. Yeah, he did something that for some odd reason vets seem to do, and that's
Embellish.
exaggerate their
Which
service.
you don't have, which I've never quite
Yeah.
understood. Not only do you not have to do it, you already did more than the vast majority of people in
Yeah.
regular day-to-day life, anyways. So not only do you not have to do it because you have nothing to prove, but there were other people there. You are never alone from the day you join the military. You are never alone.
Yeah,
There's
and
always going to be someone around who can check your story. Basically, like in
Yeah.
old school 1990s terms, you'll get G checked.
Yeah,
And it's
and-
so easy to G check somebody when they make claims about this or that happening, or I was on a deployment and blah blah blah, like whatever. There were other motherfuckers there too. So it's like you might get away with it for a little bit, but if you're outright lying or embellishing or exaggerating, somebody's going to call you on your shit eventually. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
and like he served 5 years. He deployed to Afghanistan. He had a good run, and the reason why his face has some injuries is because he was in Korea, got shit faced, and fell on his face.
Oh well, that also happens. Like that sounds like Korea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
but that I wish he just wouldn't. He didn't have to lie about it, and he sounded way more remorseful than other dude that we were talking about a couple weeks ago.
yeah. I mean, that's the big thing.
You could hear it in his voice.
And real quick, for those that are actually over there commenting on my Twitch chat, welcome in Ghost, Irish, and Redbeard.
It's good to have everybody. Thank you.
So, I mean, and that's the thing. Like he at least came in.
He sounded like he was actually sorry to me.
Yeah,
Like,
he came in
yes,
as
he did.
he came in to the situation. And he took accountability for the little bit of embellishing, because the thing is, if you actually go back and watch all of his videos, he never straight up said anything. He just threw something in his bio.
Yeah.
And then people noticed and someone did the research, and
which there's always going to be like all three of our DD214s are out there. If somebody ever took the time, like they would be like they're there. You know what I mean? There's no stopping that information.
All it takes is a FOIA request.
Yeah, it's not hard, and it's not hard to do it. A little bit of time, a little bit of gumption, you're gonna get it, and you can see pretty much exactly what we did or didn't do. And from there, you can just kind of backtrack. You know what I mean? And you can find people that served with us. Probably it wouldn't be hard to do. You know what I mean? It really would not be hard to do. But then again, we're not out here making crazy claims about what we did or didn't do during our time in the Army also, and usually when we talk about it, it's usually pretty brief. And there's not a lot of fireworks, so to speak. It's more like quick anecdotes, and we move on.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we move on.
and I mean, again, like I can respect the fact that he just felt so bad, and that's fine, you know.
That's
But
better
he's
than the other dude.
yeah, like I said, Tim Kennedy didn't even do that, you know. So a lot of people in the community are kind of giving him a pass at this for this right now,
I
you
would.
know, and it does come down to one specific thing, you know. Someone probably confronted him about this,
Well,
you
and
know.
and again, he went to Afghanistan. You don't have to embellish. Doesn't matter if you saw any action or none at all. Like it's irrelevant. Like you actually got to go to Afghanistan. Like you deployed. You know, under like hazardous conditions. You know, while you were serving, nobody can ever take that away from him. You know, so there's no
Yeah,
reason to. There's no reason to
Yeah.
feel like you didn't do enough. You already did more. Already did more. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So
I
I hope he
absolutely
feels
agree.
I hope he feels better about it and less or excuse me more secure in himself and not so insecure about what he did or didn't do during his time in service. You know.
Yeah. No, and I'm not gonna say well, and that's you know, I'm not giving him a second chance from the dungeon. You know, he lied, you know, that's just you know what it is, you know. He never did anything for me anyway, except good content, you know. It's not like
Yeah.
he was my best friend, you know.
Logan Paul does not deserve a second chance. That's
I agree.
flagrantly false from the dungeon.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a real interesting situation. And then like you know, this happened with Scotty K, and then Michael Kaiser. You know, does the list need to go on? It's just it's so interesting when you do have these guys who do badass shit. They're
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
badass shit already.
Tim Kennedy was a fucking Green Beret. A
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
Green
and
Beret. Come
that's the thing. It's
on.
like you if you're already sitting there and you know you've earned that right to be to wear the coveted green beret. You've been through Q course, you've done everything you need to. Why the fuck start talking about I was carrying backpacks full of fucking grenades?
It doesn't make
No, the
sense.
fuck you weren't.
It's so insecure. Like, where is that insecurity coming from? You know what I mean? I don't understand it. It's like you could swing your giant bronze balls around for the rest of your life just based on the fact you made it to the teams. Just based on the fact you made it to the teams.
Yeah.
And we're lying about shit we did downrange. Because why? Because fucking why, dude? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's kind
The
of the
books are gonna come out. The books are gonna come out, you
yeah.
know?
I
I
mean,
mean, that's like when I was talking a couple weeks ago, or I think it was last week's episode, when I was talking about my daughter having that, you know, ROTC drill comp that her school put on and everything. And I'm there hanging out with all the fucking instructors and the vets that are there to help judge and the, you know, college ROTC cadets that are judging and doing all that stuff. Shit, there was one fucking cadet. He was a fucking cadet first sergeant for a college ROTC
Mhm.
program. Dude already had a fucking ranger tab.
good for him. Good. Good.
Like,
No embellishment.
He,
like
he,
fucking
he,
just straight up already had a fucking ranger tab. He ain't commissioned in yet.
I get notifications on my Facebook feed from time to time, and there was one from the Sapper leader course down at Fort Leonard Wood,
Mhm.
and it's occasionally they'll show like their graduate list, and there was a graduate last week got his fucking Sapper tab as a fucking private first class.
Yeah.
Like that's some shit. Like that
That's
kid, yeah, that kid just made his whole fucking goddamn command team proud as fuck. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
that's the thing. It's like moral of the story here is more, you know, am I pissed about what this guy did? Yes. Am I giving him a second chance? Not necessarily. But again, like he said in his own apology video, trust it is earned, not given. And all he can do is try to work to earn that trust back that he lost from all of the veterans within his community due to that embellishment.
I will also like to add, I haven't found anything or seen anyone say anything that he was taking in donations for this too, you know? He was making his money on Instagram doing his fitness stuff, which is completely different than, you know. So it's not that's from what I understand. If
He
there
was
is other
making money
information,
doing his fitness stuff, and he wasn't just like throw money at me because I'm a veteran that got hit with an IED. He just
yeah,
threw survivor of IED blast in his fucking bio. It's it
I
sucks that
mean,
he felt that he had to fucking go that far and do
right?
that because of the bullying that he was undergoing.
I don't understand. That's the other thing I don't understand is like people giving a fuck about what other people think. You know what I mean? Like it just like 2 and 2 does not equal 4 in Jay's brain on that stuff. It's like I don't give a. Somebody could make a comment about me and I'd be like, okay, cool. You know, like we me and John have scoffed at comments, negative comments in the past because we're just like, okay, dude, later.
Yeah.
Like, change the fucking channel then. You know, like
yeah.
you're good.
I
You
don't care
know.
if I'm boring.
Fuck no, dude. Like, but we're not. It's not for. It's clear. If they don't like it, it's not for them. Change the fucking channel. Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, it's for. It's this is. We do this for ourselves and for the people that might have a similar understanding in life and reality and everything around us. That's it. That is it. We're not here for fucking the accolades. We're not here for fucking money yet. Okay, like we'll see what happens down the road, right? But that's when I see that we have like 194 subscribers on YouTube, that blows my fucking mind. It just blows my fucking mind. I think it's fucking awesome that we've slowly but surely been gathering, a community around us basically.
Yeah.
And all we're doing is going live for about an hour and a half on average, about an hour and a half each week.
Yeah.
We go live and talk shit. That's all we
Turn up
do.
the algorithm as
That's
we
all.
always do.
That's
Yep.
all because that's all we do. We're not doing anything fucking special, and we're not patting ourselves on the back and jerking each other
Yeah.
off
I
about
would like
bullshit.
to do. We should do like a charity stream one day.
That'd be
Though,
cool. That'd be cool.
I've actually it's something that we're looking into in my Discord server right now. Where a bunch of us we're gonna get together and do like a big co-stream, and we're trying to choose what charity we're gonna choose.
That'd be
We've
cool.
got many different suggestions, but I think we should do something a veterans charity soon. Something that we're able to do.
I'm always down to freaking give back what I can, dude. Like I like my ass is straight from the streets, dude. So like I always feel like I'm in debt. I'm in debt to this whole motherfucking world. Like
Yeah,
because the fact that I still exist and I haven't been turned into a fucking grease spot at this point,
Yeah.
I owe everything. I still owe. I don't think my balance will ever be paid. You know what I mean? So anyhow,
I've been contemplating here lately, grabbing one of the old grabbing my capture card out of the basement, hooking it up to my Mac, hooking my Switch up, and just doing something like that. So like if we were to do a charity stream, shit, I'd stream fucking playing a bit like fucking Zelda or something for a couple
yeah.
hours
We're
to raise
doing
money for that charity.
yeah, we're doing the one that we're doing over at our end. We're not doing a vet charity first. I'd like to do a vet charity, but we're doing Among Us in a couple weeks, like in 2 weeks. But
that would
like,
be
dude,
fun.
like whatever. Even if we do like a 2 hour podcast um, for charity, that'd be good. Kitty stream. Do you want to see what my cat looks like right now, D?
Poor cat. Come here, Fred.
You want to see my new cat?
I know you're getting hungry. Sit down.
This is my cat right now. My cat is defeated. She has a cone on her head. Knock the hell up, but she got a cone on her head.
The most my cat's gonna do if I give him the camera for 2 hours or any of them the camera for 2 hours is just sit there and shove their butthole right up against it.
Have your cats walk by the cameras for I mean, dude, if my cat feels better by then, sure.
This
My
is our
cat's-
new cat.
What's that one's name? What's your cat's name?
So we haven't like the daughter is stuck with keeping the name what it was from the shelter, which was Orange Cake,
Okay.
and we're just calling her Cakey.
Okay.
She is slightly older by like a month. than our orange cat, Tigger. She was found with 2 other cats in her previous owner's home after her previous owner died.
Damn.
Oh my.
And they found the 3 cats with the dead body. And
Yeah, I
they
was
don't
gonna
know
say-
how long the previous owner was deceased.
We've joked about that on this show. Like I have to be careful, like when I go like down into my basement or something, sometimes because like I'll take my phone with me because like I live alone right now. And like if something happens in this house, it's just me and Fred the cat. And if I die, they're gonna find me with like chunks of my face missing. You know what I mean? Because Fred's got to eat. Fred's got to eat, bro. Like I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I want to ask you guys: have you guys been following this craziness about Jim Carrey?
I saw a
Talk
couple
about how he's
blurbs.
a clone.
Yeah.
Saw a couple blurbs. I didn't see that he looked that much difference. Maybe that he got like some fillers or something. He didn't look or sound hardly any different to me at all. I was like, that's fucking Jim
Yeah.
Carrey. Like
Yeah.
I don't see the big hullabaloo about it. I really don't. He looked like the motherfucker to me. Sounded like him. Talked like he talked like he normally talks. That's how he's been doing since the fucking 1990s. I don't know what these motherfuckers are doing.
Jabba the
Yeah.
Mastiff really ghost.
That's a good name.
It's kind of bad. Jabba the Mastiff.
You're gonna go see Star Wars this summer?
Pretty
The
talking.
Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie to end the whole Mando series. Yes, I am going to see it. Well, I
You know,
mean, shit.
I wanna hear
Ghost,
about
your
that.
cat is named Mando.
Is it really? Oh, no. Tell him, Clean, it was an actor. I don't know if it was an actor. I can't prove it.
I don't think it was it was not an actor.
It was not a
it-
fucking actor.
It was an actor. It was Jim Carrey, the
Well,
actor.
yeah, yeah. Basically, that was all him. That's yeah.
Yeah. It was an actor known as Jim Carrey acting as Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I mean, look, I played with the
After
idea
Jim Carrey got
earlier
stung by a
that there
bumblebee.
that there are masks out there that are super realistic that exist.
There are.
I mean, come on.
But for
Come on.
you to pass off as somebody else like that, you would not only have to have some similar facial features like cheekbones and stuff. You'd also have to be able to make your voice similar to theirs.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
What up, Gio? Yeah, I mean,
Yo, Gio.
there's a lot of other conspiracy theories that I do enjoy more than this one. You know me. I like wearing my hat, but I'm just like, this one doesn't hold a lot of weight to me. You know.
This one doesn't hold any weight because it was fucking Jim Carrey.
And it was pretty obvious too. Like,
Yeah.
did he maybe have a little bit of work done on his face? Sure. Still looked exactly like the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Still looks exactly like if I saw him on the street, I'd be like, that's fucking Jim Carrey. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah.
You know the spies, man. They got masks. They could make you look like anything. You guys are military. You know that. We don't know that much.
Yeah, that's like
That's above our pay grade.
Wait, we know
way
what?
that's above our pay grade, and those are people that like we don't talk about, and they don't talk about, and it, like that was nowhere near what any of the three of us did.
You see,
Nowhere
that's the
near.
reason. That's
No.
the reason why we were in the army. We weren't smart enough to be in the FBI or the CIA or anything like that.
Well,
I mean,
That's why-
actually, okay.
My
To
line-
correct you there,
my-
John.
My line scores might say different, but I wouldn't have made it. But I would
To
not have.
correct you there, John. Most prior Army guys go CIA or FBI at some point.
yeah.
We weren't smart enough to be in the Air Force.
I think that standard has changed. That now at this
Yeah,
point.
because I mean now they've got the Space Force included in there, and all the Space Force does is walk around wearing tinfoil hats, carrying potatoes all the damn time.
And maybe it's the team for me then.
Hey, you could probably rejoin, right?
9/11 was an inside job. Just throwing it out there.
Imagine smoking weed in space.
In space,
How are you going to light it in space when there's no oxygen?
I
vaporizer?
don't know.
Vaporizer.
Electric.
Got
Electricity.
you on that one. Got you on that one, bro.
Yeah, hey, they got lighters that fucking light up like electric stoves now. You're good to go.
Yeah, I know.
I still one of my lifelong dreams, and I know it's probably never going to happen, I always wanted to be one half of the first couple to copulate on the moon. Like, I want to see because
That's right. You said this before.
but it's think about it. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt nobody has ever fucked on the moon. How cool would it be to be one of the first two people to ever like bang each other's boxes out on an alternate celestial object that is not the Earth? That is not the Earth.
First off, there's no concrete evidence that the first men to walk on the moon weren't gay and didn't butt fuck each other.
Are you kidding me, dude? Those guys were so like red-blooded American, dude. Like they like no. That was a different time, but it was not like no.
It wasn't that kind of time.
No. That was a joke.
They were
we know
professionals.
And first off, Ghost, Keanu Reeves is immortal, but Nicolas Cage is the ultimate immortal.
Why? Because he's got the fucking pyramid for his fucking grave ready to go? Yeah, well, Gio, they lied to us about the flying cars, so we're still waiting.
And hoverboards. Where's my fucking hoverboard? God.
Well, the hoverboards exist now.
Okay,
they actually exist.
First off, what they market as a fucking hoverboard right now is not a fucking hoverboard.
No, there's a real hoverboard out there now.
Not like they showed us in Back to the Future, and we're 10 years past when we were supposed to have them. 10 years past when we're supposed to have those.
And I feel like the DeLorean was ahead of its time. It should have come out around now.
Freddie, what do you want, dude? Okay.
Yeah, they do exist, but they are only currently limited to specialized technology such as magnetic levitation requiring metal surfaces or high-powered fans.
Yeah. In other words, I can't do like a Marty McFly, like holding onto the back of my homie's pickup truck and go down 40 highway.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest with you, this video came out in 2014.
That's not a real fucking hoverboard.
Yeah, well, that's really nothing. Let's see what else we got. Real hoverboard.
It's an over-engineered piece of shit that they convinced Tony Hawk to get on.
There we go.
AI. It's fucking AI.
Everyone thinks everything is fucking AI. It's not real butter anymore. It's a drone.
I can't believe it's not butter.
It's a drone you could stand on. It's like arc raiders.
Okay, so those are actually a thing, the drones you can stand on.
That is a thing. I've seen those.
And
also scary. Like,
because they bring you so many feet off the ground, you have to get fucking FAA clearance to fucking ride the bitch.
Yeah, and they're dangerous as fuck if you lose control. Because when what goes up must come down, and it'll come down hard.
Well,
that was a glider,
enough, right?
not a fucking hoverboard.
Listen, I don't fucking know. Do I look like a fucking scientist to you? Do I look like the guy that built it? No, I'm the guy that reports shit that reads it, okay?
It might be. I mean, mad scientist, yes.
Me? Mad scientist? Are you high?
No, but you are.
I can see John like I could see John like concocting some shit, you know, like putting some shit in a test tube, like add a little bit of freaking Tabasco sauce, you know, and like stirring that pot a little bit. I could see it a little.
Oh, so you mean every soldier in the military when they eat their first fucking MRE and every subsequent one afterwards?
There were a couple in particular that I would use like all my spices for, but only because it like made it taste really, really good. There were some that I was like, this tastes fine the way it is, and I just mash it down. There was like the chili. I love the chili because like they came with like a spice packet, it came with salt and pepper. You know what I mean? You could like mix everything in there, and then you crumble up the cracker. You throw the cracker in that bitch, stir that motherfucking goop around, and you're good to go for like another 12 hours. You know what I mean?
And it's shit like that makes my wife wonder why I can eat Chef Boyardee out of the can without heating it up.
I I can't do that anymore.
Oh, I can. I did it like fucking less than 2 weeks ago.
I literally did it today for lunch.
I like my Chef Boyardee fucking hot, man.
Nothing, and there's no. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like sometimes it's just like, fuck. I don't even feel like dirtying the dishes. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, fuck it. Like open the goddamn can and fucking like.
Bro, they got fucking throwaway bowls that you can get now that are microwavable.
No, that's just wasteful. No, that's just wasteful.
So here's my solution. Wasteful. If I really want to heat it up, and this is really bad, I have like 7 microfiber cloths. I'll take one of these. I'll hold the can.
Put the black light on that.
And I'll take a fucking lighter and hold it underneath the can to heat the fucking shit up.
Yep.
But most of the time, I'm so busy with work doing my full-time job during the day that I'll just go walk out to the kitchen, grab a can, pop the fucking lid off, come back in the office with the can and a fucking fork and just eat it.
Chef for our teeth thing? What the fuck does Chef for our teeth? Were you trying to say
Chef Boyardee probably?
Oh, he was trying to say Chef Boyardee, and it just got auto corrected. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So
what concoctions have you made with an MRE?
Like me?
Yeah.
All kinds. Oh, like oh my god. Sometimes it would be like the chili one I was just talking about. That one specifically. That was like I did that every.
Chili one was good.
And also it would come down to like how long did we have to eat? Because there was a lot of times when I was in the field, it was like eat your MRE because we've got like less than half an hour. You know what I mean? Like fucking shove it down basically.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I'm so sorry because I have finally just figured out everything why From the Dungeon is so off the way he is.
Why is that?
Because his favorite fucking Chef Boyardee is lasagna.
Yeah, who the fuck loves fucking the lasagna?
Now I have figured out everything that is wrong with you. It's because you like lasagna Chef Boyardee.
And I just have to comment back to Ghost here. Not all of us were rich enough to go to fucking West Point.
Well, you technically didn't have to pay for West Point as long as he served.
I was about to say.
Like it's kind of like, but you had to get accepted.
None of us here except you were rich enough to afford the letter from a fucking state representative to get accepted into West Point.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up a second because this is gonna be. I can't believe this From the Dungeon. I'm about to ban you. Really? Lasagna Chef Boyardee?
Out of all of them. You got ravioli, you got spaghetti.
You got mac and cheese. They got mac and cheese in a can.
Okay, first off, that mac and cheese is not fucking mac and cheese.
I know, just like the lasagna one's not fucking lasagna.
Point. But if I had a choice of any fucking Chef Boyardee to eat, it's the fucking spaghetti and meatballs.
It's the original. Okay, have you ever had a meatball sandwich with the Chef Boyardee meatballs?
Okay, tell me you grew up poor without telling me you grew up poor, John. Jesus Christ, because I've done that shit too.
That sounds delicious as fuck, though.
Throw a little shredded cheese on top.
Growing up, you knew it was a good day when mom would bust out the loaf of white bread and put some butter on that bitch before she gave you the bowl of Chef Boyardee. So you could dip buttered bread in the fucking sauce.
Yo. You fucking judge me.
Fucking bread.
Judge me all you want. That's what my wife does for me now. I swear to God.
There's nothing wrong.
Butter and everything.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying struggle meals, dude. They turn into comfort meals. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
If my wife were to start doing that for me, John, I would know that's the night I get laid finally again.
That's every day for me. Dude, From the Dungeon, I can't believe you right now. You think you know a guy, right?
I thought I knew you.
And then you find out they like lasagna from Chef Boyardee. I'm heartbroken, man. What
did John ever do to earn this disrespect?
I can't believe this. It all makes sense now.
We're gonna get off this podcast, and I already ate dinner tonight, and I'm gonna go grab a can of fucking Chef Boyardee and some white bread with butter.
Making every hungry.
Gio, these two motherfuckers eat the shit out the can.
Yeah, we do. John, dude, I'm not. There's no.
So do I.
There is no shame in my game. There's absolutely zero shame in my. You got to think about like when I was in the
Nobody
army.
liked the veggie omelet.
When I was in the army, like I've related being in the infantry to basically being homeless with a gun, especially like in the light infantry. Like we didn't have Bradleys, we didn't have Strikers. Like we were light infantry, so like we walked everywhere. Everything we had, we carried on our backs, and like we lived like a bunch of fucking hobos with a shotgun. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Right.
realistically, when I was an MP in the army,
Got the point.
we were just homeless with a vehicle to sleep in.
Yeah, in essence. And that's like, and you take what you can take with like, sometimes we would take cans of like Chef Boyardee or fucking, whatever your flavor was. And we'd take that shit out to the field just so we wouldn't have to eat fucking MREs all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would always load down my.
Well, remember,
I would throw 3 or 4 fucking cans of fucking Chef Boyardee in my ruck before going out to the field.
remember
That's
the
the-
DFACs. The DFACs used to get the big cans like this.
Well, and
Used to
don't
get
forget
the big
too, like,
ones.
if you don't have a vehicle, like you have to carry it. Ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain. So you can only take so much of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, difference between homeless with a vehicle and homeless with a gun and no vehicle. I carried 4 cans. You carried 1.
Because don't forget, you have to get the important stuff in there too, like fucking dip. You know what I mean? Cigarettes if you smoke, you got to get the
Yo.
important. All that shit adds weight. All that shit adds weight. You know.
Again, homeless with a vehicle, homeless with a gun. Like, I could carry more because I had a vehicle to put it in.
Yeah, you got to sleep.
You can't put anything inside of
I
a
wouldn't
gun.
happen to push around a fucking shopping cart.
You're one of those. You're one of those fancy homeless. You sleep in your car. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, I remember when I was homeless, a lot of people were like saying that we weren't homeless because we were going to like the shelters, right? And they were giving out like good clothes,
right.
like white sneakers and blue jeans and
You're like, we need help. Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's
Like,
like, yeah.
I want to comment on something Gio said here real quick. And he said, I still have my rucksack. When I first read that, my vision went blurry and I thought he said, I still have my nutsack. And I was about to say, well, I fucking hope you do.
Well,
I
there's
can't
a-
confirm
there's a-
or deny.
There's the things we would
Which
call
is surprising with how close you and Gio are.
the little
Check on Saturday.
the little small the little smaller belts of linked 5.56. We would call those nutsacks, like for the 249, for the 249.
Yeah.
Like we would call those nutsacks. There was like the nutsack, and then there was like the pork chop, like the bigger one. You know what I mean? But the smaller
yeah.
ones, the smaller ones were freaking nutsacks. That's what we called them. And then
Mhm.
and yeah, gee, I don't have my rucksack, but I have a rucksack that fell off of a truck while I was still serving. So I do have a rucksack.
Sure.
Like,
Well, that's like, I'm pretty sure that's what Ghost meant when he said what he said, but because he said it on the internet, he said something different.
Fred, dude, you're,
Oh yeah. Well, he says I still have one and some other stuff that CIF to whatever reason told me to not turn it in because it was extra. CIF is a
No.
son of a bitch. I fucking hate
Yeah.
CIF.
No, it wasn't extra. You got that shit off the back of a fucking truck that it fell off of.
Dude, everything was like first time go except that vest, man.
I was so happy when they told me I didn't have to freaking wash. They specifically told me I did not have to wash my plate carrier. Like, thank fucking God.
I had one item. They told me I needed to clean. And here's where it pissed me off. It was still in the original fucking plastic wrap.
I've heard that story a few times. Like it's how
How
stupid.
the fuck, if it's still technically brand new, never been unvacuum sealed, is
Yeah.
it dirty?
Yep.
I found a plate in my truck that wasn't mine. I asked around if anyone was missing one, and no one claimed it. Hey, that's $6,000, right?
Free plate.
Yep, fell off the back of the
I
truck.
mean, at least when
wink,
you
wink.
got shot the first time, you had a backup plate with you.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, that stupid fucking my goddamn my rig. Thank God I did not have to clean that. It literally had 4 years of accumulated two training cycles and 2 deployments to Afghanistan on that fucking thing. I mean, there was every goddamn thing you can imagine was somewhere stained on that goddamn fucking like
Blood, Al Qaeda's
balls.
brains.
Dude, it was dirty, it was dusty, it was never gonna come clean. And when they told me, I was already doing the math in my head. I was like, Okay, if I take it to a car wash and power wash it like 3 weekends in a row, like literally like one over and over and over again, I might get some of the shit out. Maybe, probably not. Probably not. I've been crawling around for 4 fucking years in that thing. Like, God
yeah,
knows.
it probably would have taken about 4 years of taking it to the car wash and pressure washing it to
That's
get it
what I'm
clean.
saying, man. It was still good. It was still a good rig, but like
my old combat boots I have, they're so damn dirty still, and it's like no matter how much I clean them, what I try to do to fucking make them look somewhat decent, half that shit ain't coming out of them.
No,
Yeah, I got 3 pairs of boots here. I got my cook boots and 2 pair. I got my winter boots and my regular action boots. I never, I love my boots. They were great in the snow. And even, you saw last week my wife, she was wearing my boots
walking out there with them.
Makes perfect sense to me. I'm gonna be digging.
I just wish I wish they didn't take away my whoopee though.
I've still got. I don't have a whoopee. I've still got my like winter PTs and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, that shit's good in the wintertime for like undershirts and stuff like that.
I still have my long PTs and my short PTs, except I'm not like 240 pounds anymore. So
I love. By the time I got out, the summer PT shorts are like they double as like fucking swim trunks. So you could like wear them underneath a pair of pants.
Yeah.
Undress, and you're basically in fucking swimming trunks, and you can go swimming and then get right back out, and they dry fucking super fast, and then you're good to go again. Like,
my wife's already not looking forward to our beach trip this year because I ordered a bunch of fucking I ordered a
Ranger
7-pack of fucking Ranger panties.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are my swim trunks this year, and she's like, why? I'm like, because I can get out of the fucking water and be dry in 10 fucking seconds.
Thank you. That's
what do you do in your regular action boots? You making sure to wear all your protection while doing this regular action. Can't forget the cheap PT belt. I mean,
Okay,
if putting a camera on my head equates to safety, word.
So funny story about PT belts.
I still have mine.
3 weeks ago, I found my PT belt.
Really? What color was yours?
Yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, the yellow one. I wish mine was.
Found my yellow PT belt.
We had dark green.
So to fuck with my wife, I go to get my I go to shower that night, and I come out the shower, and I just have the PT belt strapped right across my fucking dick. She did not find it amusing.
I do. I think it's hilarious.
I think it's fantastic. No, that's potential income. That's great. Oh no, he's actually right about that.
Yeah. Some people out there would probably pay for it.
Well, so that's just like, and I've got to see if I can find this fucking photo.
Please do.
I should have fucking sent it to you guys. So after Elimination Chamber this past weekend, CM Punk fucking maintains his title. His wife takes the title from fucking Becky Lynch, and he posts on fucking Instagram.
Why didn't that work?
Because that's the old fucking scene.
Oh yeah.
After the fucking thing, he's got the fucking heavyweight title around his junk and the fucking women's intercontinental championship up here.
I saw the one I saw was a side by side because like there was like a couple in wrestling, like a dude and a chick, and they did the same thing with like all their belts. So that he was doing that kind of like as like kind of poking fun. It's pretty fucking
hilarious.
It's pretty fucking funny.
That's disgusting.
Oh god, you're just jealous, John.
Fuck that. That's like, first off, that's like a $10,000 piece of leather, and you're getting ball sweat on it. Come on.
I guarantee you he still had his fucking jock strap on.
Hey, John, have you
I
thought about all,
doubt it.
have you thought about all the people?
It is CM Punk, so probably not.
John, have you thought about all the people that have touched that belt
That's exactly what I'm thinking about right now.
that don't wash their hands? Just don't wash their hands. That's it. Like, I'm sure that belt has seen worse. Like a little bit of ball sweat.
I'm pretty sure Shawn Michaels at one point had that belt. So I know it's seen worse.
Things probably all crusty and shit. Fucking like.
Well, we know what we know what he did with his belt.
Yeah, well,
so.
I mean, it's all crust and shit because of what him and Triple H did in the locker rooms.
I mean, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying, like, it's just like
you're gonna have to sign up for our Patreon episodes to hear that one.
It probably smells. The belt probably emits like an odor. You know what I mean? Like freaking like. CM Punk.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, nope, I'm good.
Yeah. So right before we get to our final thought, we are having a milestone episode today.
We are,
and this is our official 250th episode.
Yes.
Which, if I'm correct from my math, this is my 150th episode.
Yeah, and we're only 600 behind The Simpsons right now, so we're getting there.
Right.
We're getting there.
Yeah, but I mean, if The Simpsons continues, we're going to stay 600 behind The Simpsons.
We'll make it. Trust me, we'll make it.
We go plus 20 on them like a year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
True, because of the in between seasons fucking period and shit. Yeah.
Well, I was just telling a friend earlier on the phone. We've got about around 30 episodes that we are just kind of unofficial episodes now that we've kind of locked away in the vault.
The good old vault.
Yeah, from our very, very early days. Nothing really wrong with any of those episodes either. And then me and John started talking, and we were like, let's put a number on them. Like, let's start numbering our episodes. And from the dawn of that, this is 250 fucking episodes since me and John had that goddamn conversation.
Yeah, and it's interesting too, because before that, I guess those were the trials, right? The trial episodes.
Yeah.
What do we want to do, you know?
Yeah. We were still I want to say it took us probably a good 2.5 years before we really kind of started finding and settling into our groove. We would do this, we do that, we do the other, we do some challenges, we do some funny challenges sometimes. We would eat insanely spicy stuff just for shits and giggles, which was not fun at all, but we did it. So,
speaking of insanely spicy stuff, and this isn't me doing another fucking challenging y'all to a challenge thing, because fuck that shit.
Nope. Not doing
Still ain't shitting right, and it's been 2.5 years since I ate those fucking nuts.
No more.
Almost 3. We're actually getting ready to go on fucking 3, right?
Yeah, this year.
So, yeah, no, fuck that. I watched a guy, and he does this weird fucking video series where he mixes Monster Energy drink with weird fucking different products.
Okay.
And someone challenged him, one of his fucking viewers challenged him to do a Carolina Reaper and the Toxic Waste sour candies blended with a fucking Monster Energy drink.
No.
Oh my God. How did he do?
I thought he was going to die. It was only like a fucking 45-second clip. Like, you watched him unpackage everything, pour it into the blender, and then mix it, and then take like this much into a cup after straining to get all the chunks out of it. Right. And then he took one sip of it and was like, so.
That's funny. We're not doing that.
People are fucking stupid.
I'm done.
For our anniversaries, we're just having regular episodes, just kind of like how The Simpsons does it. How they say that their finale episode is just going to be another episode. It's going to be the same thing here. Every episode is, and when we get to 500, that's when we start getting crazy. But it's like I look at some of the top running podcasts now, right? So listen to this, and these are the longest running and high episode active podcasts right now.
Okay.
Number one is the Joe Rogan Experience with over 2,400 episodes.
Okay.
Comedy Bang Bang with 950 episodes. And that started in 2009. This one also started in 2009. The Complete Guide to Everything, which is a veteran weekly show and has 860 plus episodes. Tips for Travelers, one of the older niche podcasts still publishing, came around in 2005. Only have this doesn't have a list here. But the last one here that's been running for 14 years, it's a fiction podcast called Welcome to Night Vale, and it only has 280 episodes. So us as like a live podcast alone, we're getting up there already. You know what I mean? And
Because we are very stalwart and steadfast in our like we do this every fucking week. Like,
yeah, I'd
no
really
excuses, no fail. You know what I mean? Like,
and I'm actually
Yeah,
I'm
we're
actually
definitely-
fixing I'm actually fixing the podcast episodes too. That's the crazy part.
We're definitely out here doing our Lord and Savior Uncle Sam's work.
I like the fact that we have kind of very, very much stuck to our guns, and like we've never really wavered on. There's only a few left and right limits on this show, and one of them is we go live every week, and if we can't go live, we do a pre-record like a day or two before. That's it. We don't really have a lot of rules on this podcast.
And then there's also the no gang signs and no using the F word that you used a couple weeks
also
ago.
correct. And that's how we learn though. That's how when we make mistakes, we learn so we don't do it again. You know, like freaking sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's been good. It's been a good run. 250 episodes. I mean, holy shit! You know, some TV shows don't make it that far. Podcasts,
a lot of them do not make it that, like nowhere near that far.
Shit, a lot of TV shows are lucky if they make it past the first fucking 10 or 15 nowadays.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. If you go look how many episodes of the Brady Bunch there were. There was not that many. We've already fully eclipsed that, like by far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I do agree with that.
We could be in syndication like for all time because we've already got enough content. You know what I mean?
And well, you already know because I mean we have the stuff. We're all trying to figure out how to get the episodes going on a live service. You know,
right.
Even if it's all I prefer audio. You know what I mean? I would rather an audio because then I could add in some commercials in between that don't make sense and stuff like that. And each time I get so close to finding the solution, I just get pulled 7 steps backward about it.
I would also be, maybe to throw my hat in the ring with this one would be that would be a good one to go actually search like what was some of our better episodes, like we're like we were talking, there was flow. You know, like everybody was kind of high energy. You know what I mean? Because we have some really good episodes, in the past, and we've got some episodes that are like we kind of had to like sludge through it, and you can tell which is which, just by listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how we learn. That's how we learn. We're just like, this is what you see is what you get week by week. This is it. You know what I mean?
And that's, ultimately the at the end of the day, that's the big thing is we're learning as we go. We don't act like we know everything each week. We come in, we do our thing. We figured out a good flow for the three of us. Ever since I stepped in, there was that first year, we'll say, was the discovering the flow with this dynamic. And then we figured that out. Now it's just we just show up. Showing up's the big fucking key to the whole scenario. Yep. As long as we show up every week and we do what we do, people are going to show up. We have, our own audience. We have our individual audiences with me and John on our side of the fence that we're bringing into this, and meshing everybody together. We've got our flow. We just got to keep doing what we fucking do. We're at 250 today. We're going to be at another 250 in a couple years.
Yep. That's we do basically on average about 50 episodes a year. So, that's another 5 years. We'll be hitting 500. You know what I mean?
We do.
And in 5 years, anything could happen.
Oh,
World War III.
Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, the big thing is with this being more of a bigger media operation now than it was when I joined even, because when I joined, John was still working at fucking Target. He wasn't full-time producing podcasts and doing content.
Yeah.
And now he's full time and he's doing a bunch of other things. So we do about 50 episodes a year because we also take a fucking vacation for a week.
Here and there, when we can.
We started that last year, and I'm sure we're going to do it this year because we all deserve a break no matter what.
Yeah, we're 100%. We're actually going to have a meeting. I have the date. I'm going to let you guys know offline. And we're going to be in here in EV Mux for that meeting to talk about the annual.
Granted, usually the vacation from the podcast is like a month before my actual fucking week vacation that I take with my family. So
it works out.
But normally when that happens, I'm still fucking here.
Yeah.
For the episode when we do it.
How many times have I gone live from like a fucking hotel room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Squilini being on the road.
Yeah. I've been in other people.
Yeah, there was one episode I was doing in the car on the way fucking home.
Yeah. I've done it from different people's houses in different states, literally in different states. Like,
yeah,
like we'll find a way and we'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, I've done an episode where I was in Chattanooga at our fucking friend's place.
Yep.
I've done an episode from your house, Jay, which I mean, if I'm visiting you, there's no excuse not to fucking go live.
No, that's the fun part.
I've done it from the fucking beach. I've done it in the fucking passenger seat of the car driving through the fucking mountains.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we always make sure to fucking figure out how we're going to fucking do it and make sure it happens.
That's right. That's the key right there. That's the key. All right, John, I think we need to flip a coin.
I'll
call it. I need you to flip a coin for me. Whether or not I'm going to go watch basketball in public or stay home tonight.
Tails.
Well, which is which?
Tails, you stay home.
Okay, tails are stay home. Heads, I'm freaking. All right, so you got a coin? Who's got a coin?
Bro, I got a military challenge coin.
Use it.
Okay, show us and let us know which side's going to be heads, which side's going to be tails. Let's do this like an NFL shit.
This is pretty heavy, but this is heads. The eagle.
Yep. Yep, makes sense.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, that fucking hurt.
So fucking hard into your hand.
It's a natural thing. All right.
We got
been a Marine.
Heads.
It is
going
heads.
Out.
I'm all right. All right. Okay. Time to.
Actually, with saying that, this will actually come to a final thought too. Because guys, if you're going out tonight, if you're enjoying the games, don't drink and drive.
No. I will be Ubering for our listening and viewing audience. I Uber when I go to my watering holes. Okay, I want to make that very, very clear.
There's a song by a band called Don Bracco, and it's called Uber. It's literally called Uber, and the lyrics go, "Been a long night, gonna call me a Uber." If you're having a long night, call yourself an Uber. Get yourself home safely because you don't want to be the reason why someone is getting a phone call from the hospital or the police station. You know, rather the police station than the hospital. But you know what I mean.
I would also like to throw in real quick too. Like we're talking about me going out. I have to do a little bit of like self-checking before I exit my domicile. Like, am I feeling okay today? You know, like where am I at emotionally? You know, like if I've got some bullshit going on in my head or whatever, like it's probably not best for me to be around the general populace at large, and especially while drinking. So make sure you're doing like a self-check, you know, and making sure you're in the right headspace if you want to go out. And there's nothing wrong with going out. There's nothing wrong with imbibing. We're all fucking adults. No one's here to tell anybody how the fuck to live your life.
Look at Shia LaBeouf. He's imbibing a lot. He's imbibing a lot.
And that's a great example of what not to do. Because you will also go to jail, but you're not going to have somebody bail you out because you're Shia LaBeouf. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. Nobody wants to get that phone call that I need somebody to come fucking get me from the county jail. You know, like nobody wants that phone call. And we especially don't want a phone call that's possibly worse. You know what I mean? So make sure you're good.
And you'll be in the paper and all that thing for either or in the blotter. So guys, seriously, take it fucking easy. Now also, as always, it is highly important that you guys, first of all, check on yourselves, right? You got to check on yourselves, you know? Do sometimes a little pampering of of oneself really helps, you know, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, you
Self care,
know,
self care, homie.
doing some self-care and stuff like that. You know, take care of yourself, you know. And another, you know, because some of that stuff it spruces you up a bit, right? You know, it brings up your mood. Also, you know, the weather is crazy. People are, you know, the snowstorms just happened, so people are starting to go back outside again, and it's nice to see that. But some people are once again, as always, still in a state of mind where they can't go outside because their mind doesn't let them. You know, I'm gonna be starting, you know, making better improvements of myself going outside, you
Sure.
know? I want to go outside, you know? The end of the world's coming within the next 40 years, so I want to make sure that I'm still around to see it, you know? And there's a huge feeling in that, right? I want to live, you know? I want to be alive, and you should feel the same too. You know, you are a human too that that is here for a reason. You know, your story doesn't end in a sad story. You know, when you get old and when you go naturally, that is not a sad ending. That is a happy ending. You've lived your life. But when that story has been cut short and the cliffhanger has no sequel to it, there's no payoff. You know, there's no more hugs. There's no more Thanksgiving dinners. There's no more birthdays. You know, and that just fucking sucks. Who wants that, right? Who wants to live like that? You know, so guys, honestly, take care of yourselves. You know, hang out with some friends, hang out with your family. You know, the groundhog comes out once a year. You know, you should be coming out more than that. You know,
Agree. Definitely agree.
you know.
Agree.
So guys, make sure that if you have no one to talk to, or if you refuse to talk to anybody, try this number out. Okay. I have always said, and I've been saying a lot too, I don't believe that therapy should be behind the subscription service, but therapists need to get paid too somehow. And whatever the situation is, you know, those options are available. But at 988, there is no subscription service. There is no payment fee. Uh, there is no hidden charges on your data plan or anything like that. It's you call them if you're feeling down and out, you call 988, or you could call 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-talk. I can't stress it enough, and we say it every single week, and I don't get tired of saying it every single week. You know, it's a message that has to be spread. There are plenty of organizations out there that promote, you know, suicide prevention, you know, and you know, we do always talk about veterans. We are veterans ourselves, but there are also other people outside of the veteran world who suffer through this too, who go
You don't,
through
you don't have to be a
horrible
military
things.
veteran to fight your own like internal war. You know what I mean?
Yeah, seriously, guys. So please call the number, let out, spill your guts to them. That's what they're there for. And then what do we call that? R&R after, right?
Yeah, a little bit R&R.
You know, take care of yourselves. Honestly, it's highly important, guys. But again, 250 episodes, and 250 episodes, we've said it every single time. So
Yep.
I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out with us every single time, talking shit with us, talking shit to us. You know, talking shit about us because we know you're out there too. You
Yeah, that's
know,
all right. That's all right. Keep it up.
the
Keep it
the
up.
little community that we have and all the good stuff,
Yep.
and now the content is being spread on different channels right now, so you get DD214 in more places and more options and
Yep.
all that stuff. So shit, thank you so
And,
much, guys.
and to end this off, for those that don't or didn't see my last comment, to add into this, live, laugh, and don't toast your bath, y'all.
No, for real,
For
honestly,
real.
guys, You guys have a fantastic night. I know I'm about to. I think Paradise is out tonight, the
I'm
fourth
gonna go take a
episode.
piss.
So, Paradise, and then Marshall's gonna go watch some Marshall's also because
Okay.
that's
I guess
Yellowstone, baby.
I guess I'm going to go find out if the Arizona Wildcats can hold off the Iowa State Cyclones. We're going to find out here real quick. Like so,
I smell French fries.
if you like college basketball, number two versus number 4 is playing on ESPN in about 25 minutes. So
There you go. There you go.
go.
Make sure you go check that out, guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Always faithful, always forward, and we'll see you guys later.
fucking